This is Sensei Tony Zaffino of the Sensei Fightwear channel, and with us we have the new NFC lightweight Muay Thai champion of the world, Tito Chavez Jr. Would you like to hold up your belt, sir?
Yeah.
He fought a hard match. I was there to witness this unbelievable match of his, and let me tell you, it wasn't a fair fight in some ways. He did very well. His opponent was very good, Anthony Lopez Jr., not to take anything away from him. But Tito Chavez is what NFC is all about. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask a series of questions to Tito, post-fight questions, of how he was able to defeat Anthony Lopez. One question I'll ask is, how did you feel before the fight, Tito?
I felt great before the fight. It was like one of the best weight cuts I ever had. I just felt ready, I was relaxed and ready to fight.
I mean, you looked really relaxed. I'm sitting there watching you. I mean, you didn't look nervous at all. I didn't see you tighten up. You just seemed really loose and fluent the whole fight. It was really amazing to watch. The day of, how did you prepare for it? What were the things when you woke up? How did you prepare yourself, maybe physically and mentally?
For the mentally part, I just, I meditated, focus on the win. I was going to go out there and work hard for that belt, and then I did a bit of yoga, ate carved up that day before the fight.
What kind of carbs did you eat? Potatoes or
I had breakfast.
Cocoa Puffs or no? I'm just messing.
No, I had pancake for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just felt ready. I had a good feeling about this fight. I was gonna work hard like I always have. So.
And working hard, you did. Now, one thing is, I was nervous for you. I was nervous. Okay, like I was probably way more nervous than you were watching. But were you nervous at all before you walked the ring? Just a little bit, maybe. I mean, I know there's the little jitters before. I mean, I know you looked really cool and calm, but were you nervous at all? Was there anything that you kept yourself? Was there any strategy you had from keeping yourself being nervous at all? And like, is it a breathing technique or anything like that you could share with us?
Just meditation, man. Just a mindset thing. You just gotta clear your mind and not be nervous. I know it's easier said than done, but that's what works for me. And I was more excited than anything, really. And
I was excited for you. You had an amazing fight, amazing. Well, let's talk about Anthony Lopez. I'm not taking away anything from Anthony Lopez. He's a good fighter. I mean, he's a good fighter. This wasn't a walk in the park by any means. I mean, you just had a really good day. Did you notice any fight pattern with any Lopez, or did you have any strategy that helped you find openings in the beginning, let's say?
Well, I watched a video of his previous fight, and the only thing I noticed was like he'd just keep pressure, but he'd just throw hooks, loopy hooks, and I was like, man, it's not gonna really be a problem. But until I got into the ring and felt them out in the first round, and I was like, man, I just adapted each round and picked them apart piece by piece. So
that's good. That's good. So what we're gonna do is I'd like to break down the fight round for round right now. It doesn't have to be real long answers, but let's take it first round. Describe the first round to us.
Well, the first round, I was just like feeling him out, moving around, using my footwork, keep him off balance. He didn't really do any damage, but I just feeling him out the first round. So
the first round is kind of a test round to see where he's at, what kind of, what he was trying to use, seeing if he's trying to use kicks, punches, what kind of defense he was doing, just kind of basically just feeling him out a little bit, seeing his fight strategy, basically. Yeah. Okay. Trying to break him down. Okay. How about the second round? What was your strategy going into the second round and during the second round?
For the second round, I just had to pick up the pace, pick my shots. And every shot I took, it landed. So just everything I threw, it worked. So
It didn't seem like you missed a lot.
Yeah, I believe every punch landed, every kick landed.
I mean, especially your kicks. I mean, you were throwing more punches than kicks per se, but it seemed like you were landing the kicks to get the punches in. You know what I'm saying? Like it was throwing them off. Like it was nice. It was nice. Now, let's break down my favorite round, the third round. What do you want to say about the third round that might be interesting?
Well, the third round that was stuck with me was when I got back to my corner after the second one round. My coach was like, "All right, pick up the pace. You can finish this guy." Then he told me, "Do it for your daughter." And as soon as he said that, it's like a switch went off, and I was just like, "Man, I gotta turn it up on him." And that's what I did. I almost got the TKO, but I believe he was saved by the bell.
I believe so too, because I was, like I said, I was there, and the third round was devastating. Like I said, I'm not taking away anything from Anthony Lopez. Like I said, he's a good fighter, and this is no disrespect to him, but I mean, you own him in the third round. Like, personally, I thought that the fight had been called. Like he couldn't answer any punches. I mean, for sure. I mean, there must have been a flurry towards the end. You had a flurry, and this is no joke at all. You had a flurry, a combo of like 25 or 30 hits unanswered. I'm talking about he was dropping his guard and everything, which actually could have been dangerous at that point for him.
I felt like the judge. I'm sorry. I felt like the referee was going to stop it, but he gave him an 8 count.
I thought he had stopped it at that point. I thought that was it, and I was cheering. I was going nuts. I was celebrating, but they had to actually, like you said, they gave him a standing count. What did that do for you at that point? Did that bring up your confidence? I mean, how did you feel after that? You must have felt like you were walking on air.
Yeah, I felt great, but I knew that after the bell rang, I had 2 more rounds, so I didn't want to celebrate too early, So,
I mean, that's spoken like a true champion, though. You didn't get cocky or overconfident, which has been the downfall of some people. They thought they won the fight before it was actually over. We've seen that in previous fights between a lot of different fighters, professional and amateur, where they're celebrating. All of a sudden, the last round comes, they're doing dances and all this other stuff. They get knocked out. We don't want to talk about Andrew Spider. What is it? Andrew Spider Silva, when he was like this joking around. He had that whole fight won, and he got knocked out.
Yeah.
And that was like, what just happened? What just happened? Won the whole fight. I'm talking about, like, it was down to a close fight. And he kept sticking his head out there, and that was one of the best fighters in the world at that time. Yeah. So going into the fourth round, one thing I noticed is he had tried to come out blazing. And how did you keep yourself composed, and not try to play his game, where this is like he was trying to basically. It seemed like he was trying to do more of like a street fighting thing, where it wasn't like a lot of technique. He knew he was down at that point and rushing you and trying to throw everything he had. How did you keep your composure, and what was your strategy at that point?
Well, I felt like I won the first 3 rounds, so this time I knew he would try to come out and knock my head off. But I just stayed relaxed and picked my shots and played smart, kept my distance, used my footwork, kept them off balance. Same thing, just came in throwing hooks. I expected that. So,
and you fought a great technical fight. I mean, you're a good technical fighter. Let's talk about the last round. Same thing. He was trying. It seemed like you were, and this is like I said. Anything I say, correct me if I'm wrong. Ever, it seemed like you were being a little less aggressive. And it's not. I'm not talking about like you weren't trying to fight, but you were more conservative. You were picking your shots, but you're also more on the defense, knowing that you had basically your 4 rounds to 0. Was that a good strategy? Is that what you were trying to do at that point? Is just trying to basically just play along and just finish this fight in a smart way? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I was just trying to stay 2-3 steps ahead. He'll hit me, I'll hit him 2 or 3 times. I was just trying to play it smart, not trying to get hit by anything crazy or nothing like that.
Yeah, you weren't trying to knock him out. I mean, you already had the match. Why risk something happening? God forbid,
Because he did have power, so I had to be careful and cautious, and use my footwork.
You have a strong jaw, because like it didn't seem like when he did hit you, and I'm not saying he didn't hit hard, because I wasn't getting hit. It seemed like it didn't faze you at all. Even the ones that you did get hit. I mean, I didn't really notice you ever getting staggered or you getting shocked by anything. You always had this straight, these focused eyes,
Yeah, I mean, he caught me in the second round with a right hook, I believe, and it stung me a bit, but I recovered really quickly. So
I know which point you're talking about. I mean, it worried me for a second, but I saw your composure, because someone, the crowd, they, every time someone gets this, ooh ah, so, like you got hit that one time, and I looked at you real quick, I saw your eyes, I was like, oh, that. Caught you, but you were like, okay, your brain focused in. You knew what to do. You're like, okay, let's keep going here. Let's keep the pace up. So yeah, I mean that didn't phase you at all. You didn't get worried, shocked, nothing. You just kept rolling with the punches, as they would say. So overall, let's just do an overall analysis of the fight. What was your favorite thing about the fight? What was your favorite thing about, besides you raising that belt then, which was a glorious thing? What was your favorite thing about the fight? The one thing that really sticks out to you?
Well, I was able to go the distance. He was a tough opponent, and he was very humble as well. He gave me my props after the win. I had previous opponents, just walk out or upset because they lost, but he was a good opponent.
He was a classy opponent.
Yeah, he was a warrior, so I give him hats off to him.
I mean, shoot, I don't think I could have lasted around with you, so hats off to him big time, man. He was a tough guy. And like I said, I'm not taking anything away from the man. The man is a tough guy. Being here with him for 5 rounds, I mean, he's tough,
Yeah, I really enjoyed going to 5 rounds. I just always want to push myself.
Yeah. I mean, you look good. I mean, it was flawless. I mean, just great fight. So let's finish this up here. Basically, I want to know what's your plans for the future, and defending the belt in the NFC, or do you also have any plans to expand your career in possibly other organizations?
Well, I want to do a bit of both. I got to defend the NFC title, and as I wait, more opportunities are going to come, more organizations are going to come. So right now, I'm just taking the fights as they come. So
one fight at a time. That's smart. Very good. All right, so that's about to wrap up our wonderful broadcast here. Again, follow us and subscribe, Sensei Fightwear channel, on YouTube. As I said again, what is your Instagram or any type of social media you'd like to use to advertise for yourself?
You can follow me on Instagram, H Chavez Jr. #1. And I really appreciate it, guys. I want to give a shout out to my team for American Top Team in Gwinnett. All my coaches down there and my teammates. Thank you, guys.
And also, like I said, and Sensei Fightwear always has Tito Chavez's back. Thank you very much for wearing our war gear. He wore our war gear, which was awesome. It was great advertisement to have the champion of the NFC wearing our stuff, and I'm very appreciative for you wearing that, man. It means a lot to me. What I'm saying? I'm very happy about that. Thank you again, and one more question. Who's your sensei?